Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Boozer here. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do things properly on one account and how to do things not properly on another account. And I'm speaking solely about this 1+1 event that's currently going. So basically, if you guys are not familiar with this event, if you pull a legendary from a sacred shard during this event, you will get a extra legendary. So the general strategy to go about this event is, if you track your mercy, you want to pull shards when you're in your mercy, so you get increased chance per shard. You only get 2% chance extra per shard beyond the 12th shard. So on the 13th shard you start getting extra 2%. So you can see it's only 6% to pull legendary. So on your 13th shard it's going to be 8%, and it'll increase by 2% and so forth until you get a legendary. Like theoretical maximum is 59 I believe sacred shards until you are guaranteed a legendary. Obviously it seems almost impossible to reach that, but it is mathematically possible. With that said, there is a nice 10x event going on for Harma. Harma is one of the strongest meta arena champions right now. Definitely very high value. So on this account, I'll show you guys what's going on this account. So on this account, I'm 10 sacreds in since my last legendary, which means I'm very close to mercy. And I'll show you how that applies here with this handy spreadsheet. So I made this spreadsheet basically just to illustrate to you guys. You guys might be curious about how you guys stack up when you're in terms of odds, how you guys stack up for one of these events. So here I put 0 to 12. So if you start from fresh mercy, from your 0 to 12th shard, you have a roughly 52% chance to pull legendary. And then afterwards, on your 13th shard, you have 56, 60, and so forth. So let's say you go into the event with basically you just pulled a legendary and you haven't pulled a sacred ever since. So if you have 20 sacreds, you're putting yourself in an 87% chance of pulling a legendary. I think those are pretty good odds, obviously, but obviously it's still not 100%. So it is possible that you will pull nothing after 20 shards. So just something to keep in mind for the amount of shards that you have, based on what you want to do with this event. It is a gamble, but obviously to do it properly, you want to be close to mercy, which is beyond 12 shards, and then your chances are boosted up, and then it'll take you less shards to achieve what you need to do. But with that said, it's not always the perfect example, but for this account I will be pulling with 10 shards in, so I do have less shards that I want to hit. So ideally I get to maybe here, 87%. So spend 10 shards and get 2 legendary. I think that's pretty reasonable. So that's what I'm going to do on this account. I wouldn't mind extra Harma. There's a lot of non-voids to hit for this account, and I think it's pretty reasonable to pull on this account considering the amount of shards that I'm in. I don't recommend everybody to do this, but so it totally depends on your progress, if you have enough shards and so forth. I have 30 sacred shards on this account, and obviously pulling shards here will jeopardize your fusion, but I'm totally fine with having less shards going into the fusion. Should be no issue. So anyways, without further ado, let's get pulling. Hopefully I don't have to pull too much, but good luck to me. I could use a Geomancer on this account. Let's go. Alright, epic to start. 1,000 points. Okay, I forgot CVC is also active. Okay, so this is my 12th shard. So every shard after this will have increasing chance of pulling a legendary. So this is my 13th shard. Okay, let's keep going. Doom Priest is actually a really good epic, especially progressing through the game. Very good for bosses and so forth. Keep going. 4,000. Oh, it's because he's a new epic. Oh, interesting. It's a good amount of points actually. Okay, there it is. Alright, that's not a good one. It's a dupe. It's not a good one. And who's the extra one? It's these gotta be the freaking worst pair ever, man. These two gotta be the worst pair ever. Unbelievable. So I pulled 5, so that put me at 15. So here, so I had a 65% chance of basically nailing it. So I mean, we beat, you know, we're good. It's good. It didn't take much to get him, but these two are just not very good. This guy was in like Fire Knight for a little bit. You know, he had some action in Fire Knight, but honestly hasn't showed up at all. He needs a buff probably, but he looks cool, but yeah, he's just not relevant at all. This guy was relevant for about 15 minutes when he was bugged for Sand Devil. However, he was in a recent live arena match that I was in, and he beat my ass pretty good. So maybe I don't give him enough credit, but yeah, build him as a nuker, I guess, and then he can do some work. He's got quite a bit of damage from books, 40%, 30%, and then he does this health swap, and he comes back when he revives himself. It's an interesting champion, but you just don't really see him used that much. But anyways, this is my double on this account. It didn't take much, so I'm not gonna spend too much more time crying about it. So it's all good. It's all good. Legendaries are legendaries. So we're gonna jump on my other account, and I'll show you guys what not to do. Alright, so we're back on my main account here. So I'll show you guys what's going on this account. So basically, I am basically fresh off my Bad Alcazar that I pulled a couple weeks ago. Only one sacred in. So this is the situation where you probably don't want to pull any sacred shards, because it's going to cost you a lot to get into the positive percentage. For example, like I said, you have a 50% chance if you pull 0 to 12, roughly a coin flip to get a legendary within your first 12. Afterwards, obviously your percentage will go up, but you'll be looking to spend 15, 20, 25 maybe. If you're really unlucky, you could spend 25. I mean, 97% is not a guarantee. Like we know those 3% happen in raid, right? So that's kind of what you're looking at, 3% for 25 sacreds. Yeah, so it's a bit of a gamble, and you know, you can see basically me melting down here if I don't get lucky, but I'm gonna try to get lucky here. I got 29 to go. I hope I don't have to spend more than 20, maybe 15, I hope. But basically in this position, I don't recommend anybody pulling. But for me, I feel like gambling. I have a couple of faction guardians that I want to fill up, so I don't mind a lot of dupes. Obviously Harma would be really good because it gives me a dupe, as well as potential future empowerment for Harma. So I will be pulling for Harma here, and yeah, best of luck to me. Hopefully I don't have a account meltdown here. Wish me luck. Also, that was my third Nogdar on my other account, so feels kind of meh. But yeah, let's get started here. So really, I'm just looking to get lucky and seeing if I can get lucky here. If it's less than 10, it's very lucky. I would have beat the odds. Beat the coin flip odds. So this is third one. Okay. Fourth one. Fifth overall. So this will be fifth overall, but okay. So fifth pull, but six on the meter. Sorry, 6 on the meter. Okay, so this is the 6th shard. Oh, got lucky. I cannot complain about getting lucky here. It only took me 5 sacred shards. Super lucky. Oh, we had 2 kind of not very good champions, but I don't think I have a Goffred. I do have a Goffred, so it is a dupe, and then this is also a dupe, I believe. Goffred's actually really good. He's like a budget Necrit. He doesn't need books to perform. I do have a video on him, like for some tag team action, like go second teams and stuff. He's actually pretty good. A little bit tricky to play around if you never played around him and his passive, but he doesn't need books to be good. He has an AoE stun. He has provoke. He has some CC in his kit, and then he has this like kind of weird cleanse, but not really increased defense. So he kind of works with like Harma too, but his passive is really good because it basically protects any champion that dies, and then it CCs them when they hit against the block damage shield. So he's actually like a pretty good champion, kind of underrated. And he doesn't need books to perform because his passive is his strongest ability. So Nari the Lucky, I did do a guide on him. I had some hopes for this guy because he has this interesting move: decrease accuracy, decrease res. There's not actually a champion that really does this. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. He has some provoke and steals in his kit. His passive steals, yeah, steal stuff, A1 steal stuff, and then he has AoE provoke. So I put him in a Hydra team, and he honestly underperformed really badly. The provokes are not up often enough because it's a 4-turn provoke, and then this is just kind of not super relevant. Yeah, at this point. But anyways, yeah, I gave him a shot. If you guys want to check out the video, you know, it's just have a quick look on my playlist. He's there. He was in a pretty good Hydra team, but his contribution just wasn't that great. But yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys got in your polls. I mean, I got super lucky here, basically beating the odds on the coin flip, and getting, you know, the legendaries like relatively quickly. So hopefully you guys had some luck. I know some of you guys were quite unlucky, letting me know on the stream and all, but I hope some of you guys got some better luck. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys are new here and you guys enjoy the content. Would appreciate that very much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.